Good afternoon. Welcome to the worldwide premiere of, I think, the 10th episode now of the Build Your Path series, Pathways to Construction Management. In this video, we hear from Andrew. He's a veteran and a construction management major, double major at Capital Tech University. Please stick around after the video because we'll have a Q&A with the star of our video, Andrew. And please feel free to ask any questions and give comments on whatever platform you're watching this on. We'll be able to answer them live. And now let's get to our premiere.
There are many paths to a career in the built environment. No matter your starting point, there are endless opportunities to grow and lead. At Capital Technology University, students are building their careers through programs in construction management, cybersecurity, and business technology, where they learn to adapt in a constantly evolving field. Let's meet one student who built his educational path to a unique and exciting future.
My name is Andrew Salinas. I'm here at Capital Tech University. I'm a double major. I'm currently studying construction management and business technology. So as an Army Ranger, I came off 2 deployments and I did not know what was next for me in my life, and I needed something big. You can't just go back to a standard, normal, everyday life that a lot of people do live. As a veteran, I realized that it's never too late to go get my education and develop a new career. I chose construction management because it's something tangible. It's something that I can see occurring every single day. It's something that gives back to my community, and it's something that changes the world. Upon my time of completion for my Army contract, I looked around the entire state of Maryland, and Capital Tech offered exactly what I wanted to do. What made it even more attractive is they offer the Yellow Ribbon program, so it seemed very, very inviting, and it made me want to jump on that opportunity. I've had 2 great mentors here at Cap Tech, the 2 chair directors of both my construction management and my business technology program. They've been a great help to me, and they've helped guide me down the path that correlates with what I want out of my life.
Yeah, I know Andrew, and when he first time came to my office to talk to me, want to get my advice on his classes and his career, and we talk not only about the academic affairs, we talk about his personal stuff, also and talk about the places have been in Iraq. As a department chair, I always want to get a personal contact with students. I want to know what they're learning, what they want, and I also want to know what their dream is, so I can customize my teaching. Andrew is a veteran, and we have other students from all different walks and background. I'm so glad to have him in our department. He's not only a good student, he's a good student leader. He's a good role model.
Before we go on, let's hear about Capital Technology University. CapTech is the premier institution for advancing careers in construction management, technology, and business. With small class sizes, experienced professors, and unique benefit programs, their team is dedicated to helping you succeed. Visit captechu.edu and start building your path today. Now, back to Andrew.
Here at Cap Tech, it's a small university. You're not just a number. You can develop that relationship with these chairs of the program. They're willing to help you on more than just your education. They're willing to help you with setting up LinkedIn accounts or setting up different kinds of interview styles and how you should develop yourself there. They lead you down any path that you desire, and I'm very grateful to have people like them around me.
Getting an education from the university in the built environment is extremely important because in addition to the academic knowledge, the students are gaining experience and exposure from professors and mentors who have worked in the industry itself. Andrew is double majoring in construction management and technology and business management. These are courses that will provide Andrew with a solid foundation in any company that he may choose to work for.
Construction isn't always about getting your hands dirty. It's something that needs help in every single aspect, whether it comes to management or cleaning something up. It's an industry that needs people from every different background. Once I graduate from here, the sky's the limit. I can go and do anything I want with multiple degrees. But one thing I really want to harp on is my life experiences and all those decisions I made prior to actually guide me and lead me to somewhere I really want to be, which is in the construction industry, becoming a project manager and really working on those billion-dollar projects and making them really successful. Because of Capital Tech, I am well equipped to go take on the world and do anything that I set my mind to.
We have veterans, transfer students. We have incoming freshmen who just graduated from high school. And that enhances the learning experience because everyone brings a different perspective.
We provide students what they need. They need to be successful. They need to compete. They need to be the future leader to lead the industry. That's what we love to do, and we strive to do so.
To all my veterans out there, even anybody that just wants a new change of pace, come check out CapTech. They offer plenty of opportunities. Come build your path.
Come build your path.
Come build your path.
And I look forward to seeing you in class.
With a degree in construction management, you'll gain the skills and expertise to leave your mark on an industry full of possibilities. The future is yours to build. So, where will it take you?
Awesome job, Andrew.
Thank you so
there
much.
there you have it. We have the premiere of our newest episode of the Build Your Path series. I'm Jennifer Dweese. I'm president of the Maryland Center for Construction Education and Innovation. We are the nonprofit behind the Build Your Path series. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and connect a diverse population to careers in the built environment. And as I mentioned before, I'm joined here today with Andrew. Andrew, did you want to take a moment to introduce yourself a little bit about?
Yeah, of course. Hi, everybody. My name is Andrew Salinas. I am a sophomore at CapTech University. I'm double majoring in both construction management and business technology.
Awesome. So, Andrew, you talked and we saw in the video about your career in the military. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk about, you talked briefly about the fact that you chose construction management because it provides something tangible. Did you want to explain a little bit more why construction management as opposed to other parts of the industry?
Yeah, so I understand. Growing up, I did work a little bit of construction. I laid tile with my father, and I saw how strenuous, that could be on people. And I know that it's difficult and hard work. Don't get me wrong. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I realized that I wanted to branch out and do something a little bit different. So after I exited the military, I knew that I still wanted to be part of those big teams and actually contribute and be able to see my work being shown and used. So I decided construction was going to be something I wanted to stick around in. And I decided to go the construction management route instead of actual doing the labor.
And when you were in the military, did you get any experience there that made you realize that you'd be good at managing things?
Yes. So I was an E5. I was a sergeant. So I was in charge of a pretty big group of guys. And I was in charge of a parachute facility that was looked after for a whole battalion. And it was a large group of people. And at a very young age, they kind of just threw me into the wolves and I figured it out on my own. But I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that people entrusted me to do these large tasks at such a young age, and they have faith in me to do it right. So I decided to stick with that and do something I was good at and stick to the management side.
Awesome. And we've heard from other veterans over the years saying that like the rigor and demands of that, like being in the military kind of matches the demands of the construction industry. Have you experienced, I think you said, not in the video, but when we spoke before, you've had some internships. Have you experienced that?
Yes, absolutely. One thing that I'm glad that I can carry over is the ability to adapt to any kind of change. In the construction, changes are everywhere. You have to be ready to roll with the punches and stick with what happens next. And I'm glad that I learned to be able to handle stresses like that from the military, and they really translated well to internships, and I believe that they'll translate well over to whenever I actually get my career.
Awesome. So you also, not only are you a veteran and you're now currently in school, but you're both a double major in construction management and business. How do you plan to integrate those areas into your career?
So in the business industry, I believe that it's key for construction because you have to be able to translate what goes on in the office and what actually goes out in the field. And if you have an understanding of what happens in both sectors, I think that it makes you more successful and allows you to really, be grateful for the decisions that you're making and how it's affecting the projects.
It's really smart because I will say one thing that we have learned that a lot of people, one of the amazing parts of the construction industry is you can start your own business if you want to, right? Absolutely. But a lot of people, while they are good at, managing a construction project, it's very different to manage a business. So I think it's really smart that you are looking at both of those aspects because it really broadens your possibilities in the future. That's awesome. So in the video, we actually spoke again with two of your professors. Can you share a little bit more about the importance of those mentors through your career journey?
Yeah, absolutely. To start off, I'll talk about Dr. Chi. He is the director of the construction management program at CapTech, and he is an amazing person to work with. Not only does he help me within school and my studies, but he really wants to get to know me for who I am. And that's one of the things that I like about CapTech is you're not really just a number or a student there. You're able to grow those relationships with those directors, with those professors, and they're really able to help you navigate and see what directions you want to take. If you want to switch things up or attack something head on, they're going to be by your side and really work on that with you. And Dr. Chi, he's done just that. And I'm really grateful for him. As well as Professor Michael Peoples. She is the director of my business technology degree. I've been with her since I was a freshman, and every semester I've had a class with her, and she is just excellent to work with. I love working with her because whenever I first decided to go to college, I was really nervous that everything was going to be out of a book and it was just going to really be a script. But she really makes you think, and she really focuses on, helping students develop that sense of thinking for themselves and thinking outside of the box, and that there's not always going to be a right answer, but what's the best answer. And I really am grateful for her to teach me that.
Awesome. You definitely didn't go straight from high school to college. And I think when we spoke, you at one point said you really didn't see yourself going to college. So for those students that might be feeling the same way, do you have any advice for them on, finding their path?
Absolutely. So although school might not be the best decision for you right now, I wouldn't say put it on the back burner. You change and you develop over time, and your story might change. You want to try something new, or you want to challenge yourself even. That's kind of what I did. I decided, okay, out of high school, I don't really want to go to school. I want to do something a little crazy and do something different. So I joined the military. But once I finished the military, I realized, okay, what's next? What do I want to do? I realized that I love challenges. I was an Army Ranger, so I wanted to do something difficult. So I started school and I did construction management. And then I said, okay, how do we beef this up? Let's double major. So we chose the double major in the middle of school, and I really love the challenge, and I love, kind of how it's developed me into the person that I am today. It really helps me focus on what I want to be in the future, and I really love that.
I mean, I guess it seems like you don't just do things halfway. You join the military and you become an Army Ranger, and now you go to college and you get a double major. So that it's very inspiring to see what you're doing with your life. So it's awesome.
Thank you.
And honestly, a lot of folks can't afford to go to college, and you used GI Bill
Correct,
to
yes.
help pay for this. And then it sounds like you took advantage of CapTech's tuition benefits as well for veterans. So what else stood out to you besides the fact that it would be free to go to CapTech? Have you participated in any other programs that they might have?
Yes, absolutely. So CapTech, especially for veterans, they offer the Yellow Ribbon program. Now, the CapTech is a private university, and the GI Bill usually only covers public universities. But CapTech wants those veterans. They want y'all to come and be a part of their programs. So they offer the Yellow Ribbon program to pay the rest of the tuition, which I believe is great to reach out to those veterans and really get them to come and share their experiences in class. Now, what I've noticed at CapTech is there's a large student organization that they really work well with each other. They communicate well, and everything is kind of governed by the students, I've noticed. And if you put your efforts in with them, you receive just the same back. They have their libraries, and they have all their tutorings, and then they have their student programs like esports and stuff like that. And I think that when the students are putting into it, they get right back out. So I think it's a very good thing to see coming out of the school.
That's awesome. Very cool. Well, Andrew, I wanted to thank you for your time, your generous time, filming the video and then being with us here to premiere it as well. Before we go, I wanted to also thank our sponsor of the video, CapTech University, Capital Technology University. Once again, for your support on making this video. Without your generous support, our work beyond just making videos would not be possible. For any of you watching this who would like to be involved with MCCI and potentially sponsor your own film in the future, we'll drop the link to our sponsorship form in the comments. There are 1,000,001 ways to engage with us and encourage more people to join the ranks of our industry. And finally, I'd like to thank our video production firm, Alisana Collective, for doing a fantastic job on this video. Thanks for watching. You can like and subscribe to our videos so you don't miss our next one. Take care.